You want to take over your financial life? Let's start with your car payment. See, the average car payment right now in America is over $700. Average new car payment is over $1,000. And while it's not heavily the person's fault when they're signing up, because you need a car, right? And everybody wants the new bells and whistles and they want the new sleek design. And I understand that buying a $10,000, $15,000 car in this day and age, well, it makes you feel quite possibly not just out of place, but out of this century. The fact of the matter is, if you understood how much that was affecting your life, you may make a different choice. And that's what we want to talk about today. See, $700, even though it may be a little bit more, but average car payment is $700 over 72 months, 6 years. $700 times 12 is nearly $8,400 a year. Doesn't seem like a problem, right? Well, the median income right now is about $89,000. That's the median income. But the average person, check this out, really only makes about $45,000 a year. Think about that. $45,000 a year. So if you make $45,000 a year and you take away 8,400 of that, how much money do you have left? Thinking, about 37,000. Well, there's a problem. You haven't added in your rent. Well, let's just say your rent is better than most. Average rent right now is going for about 1,500. 1,500 times 2 is 3,000. 12, 3 times 4 is 12,000. So just in your car payment, you're over 50% of your income. Car payment and rent, mortgage, whatever you want to call it, you're just over 50% of your income right in those two things. Now, there's not much you can oftentimes do with your rent. You can try to find a lower place. You can try to get a mortgage or something of that nature, but we know rents have definitely been increasing. They're starting to moderate now, but we know that's not as good as something you can control. But the car loan, you can choose whether or not you have debt on your car. You can say, hey, you know what, for right now, in order to get my finances in order to actually have money left over, you know what, I'm going to try to figure out how can I get rid of this car payment, or at the very least, try to decrease it as low as I can. And you may not be in a position where you have 10,000 in savings, 5,000 in savings to go pay for something cash. I understand it. But what I want you to understand now is take that car payment. Try to find you a vehicle that's way less, half of what you spent, to at least decrease that note so that you can, over the next few years, pay it off. And then once you pay it off, begin to save to start to get ahead of your car payment and put some distance between you and that need for debt. The fact of the matter is, if you look at your lifestyle, and if someone actually, when you were signing up for your car, said, hey, you can have this $700 car payment, but you're not going to be able to afford your kids' supplies when they go to school or clothes. You're not going to be able to take the vacations like you want to. You're not going to be able to go to brunches and really enjoy your life because, you know, sometimes life is just tough. Or they said, hey, you could buy this lesser car. Now, it's not as sexy and it's not got the latest technology. I'll give you that. But you will be able to afford and actually save a little bit of money the other things that come up in life. Not just the things I mentioned, but just the things that I don't even know what's going to happen, but something will come up. Something's going to come up where your priorities is going to shift. And oftentimes you forget that when you're signing on your dotted line to buy your car payment, because right then you said, hey, if this is $700 a month, ooh, that's tight. Just looking at it, you may not have even done the math, but just looking at it, you're like, ooh, that's a little tight. But I'm in your head, you're like, I'll adjust for it. The fact is, when you're adjusting for it, you realize you didn't account for all the things and the shifts of your responsibilities that would cause you to understand that, you know what, this car payment at this level isn't that much of a priority as it was the day I got it. That's what happens when you sign up for something. And on this problem, you're signing up for 6 years. If it was 6 months, you could look ahead and be like, I can manage it for the next 6 months. But we're talking about 6 years. 72 payments, $700. That's going to stand in your way from really having that financial comfort that you're seeking. Financial comfort just means you're allowed to do everything without the stress of, did I take care of everything? Financial comfort allows you to go have those things, those nice to haves when you want to, that vacation, that charm bracelet, that item of clothing, that experience. You might upgrade yourself in some form of fashion and pay for some sort of upgraded VIP experience, whatever that is for you. But that car payment stands in your way. That's why I'm so built in harboring on what is standing in your way. When you look at your budget, if you even look at your budget, when you look at your finances, what are the things that you can control that you know what? Standing in your way. In all my message, in all my videos, one thing that I will make abundantly clear, the car payment, it just isn't worth it. And if you really want to look at a different side of your financial life, if you want to experience your money differently, you have to first understand what are the things standing in your way. The car payment, while other evictions are going on, has to go. I want to help you get better with your finances. And you have to understand that there are tough choices in season, but you do that and progressively your life will get better. It will get better because you'll have the money to buy the things you want. It'll get better because you'll mature and understand what you actually need versus what's put in front of you. And it'll get better because you'll start to be prepared for your life rather than it's getting thrown at you. I know it can be difficult and I know it can be hard. And I know not understanding and not knowing all the different options is just frustrating. That's why I'm here to help walk you through it. Hi, my name is Jonathan. I want to help you build some wealth, help you have some comfort in your finances. Follow me for more.